Welcome to the Fishbowl Radio, everybody. My name is Chief here, and I have Mike Honcho here with me today, and Juicy, who appeared on the show 2 weeks ago, with Mike not being there. Somehow y'all two cannot find each other, huh, Mike?
No, well, I mean, the past couple of weeks were bad times because I was still at work, and I cannot, my phone stays in a drawer at work. It can't be in my pocket or anything, so, and once I get off of work, it's kind of like halfway into the show, so I figured why I call in.
Hey, we would like you to call in, you know? It gets kind of lonely when you're talking by yourself and you feel like you're an idiot. You feel like you're going insane, you know? You're just talking to a screen.
I mean, yeah, but you're majoring in stuff to do that, so I mean, you should be used to that. I mean, that's what you plan on doing the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, but, you know, it does get lonely.
It does, I bet it does.
It really does,
especially
man.
since your roommate's never there and all that.
Oh, speaking of which, you did sleep here last night, so, I mean, wasn't too bad. Speaking of which, my roommate had his birthday yesterday, so that's good. I had my birthday last week. I have to say, man, I think you would have liked that fright trail. That fright trail was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I also would like to keep my grades good enough for me to graduate. I had 3 tests last week and a couple quizzes and an essay due.
I destroyed my history midterm.
Oh, I wonder why. I wonder if somebody wasn't majoring in history before.
Switching into my minor.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't necessarily majoring in history. I was majoring in education.
Of history. Oh, excuse me.
Like I was going to be a social studies teacher. I mean.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, really? Huh. And I also did charity work for the big event with the KPA.
Yeah, something else I'd like to have done, but guess who has to work?
Work.
Yeah.
Who works anymore? I mean, really.
Not much.
Hey, you know, I figure, here's my plan here, dude. I figure I could run for president. Think about it.
Nah, fam, you're not 30 years old yet.
Well, the laws don't matter. I mean, Hillary Clinton's under investigation by the FBI again, and Donald Trump has no political experience. I seem like the perfect guy to run for it, right? Huh?
Yeah, especially since you know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, I mean, I could break the law, you know, and I mean, they got Hillary running for it, and I mean, Donald Trump, I mean, no experience at all holding any political office. Hey, seems like a great win for me, right?
Yeah.
I should win. I mean, I get the best of both worlds. I get to break the law and actually run for president.
And you have to cheat on your wife with a secretary.
Yep. Why not?
Preferably with a girl by the name of Monica.
Yeah, I've always liked the name Monica. All right, we're going crazy in here. Had a pretty cool week last week. Very interesting week last week. LSU's Leonard Fournette tore it up last week against Ole Miss. Poor Ole Miss. They got it pretty bad. Boise State squeaked out a win over BYU. That was a very...
Oh, that was a weird game.
Yeah. What you were going to say?
No, I said that was a weird game.
Yeah. And last night, number 25 Virginia Tech defeated Pittsburgh 39-36, which was actually a close game, too. I watched it for a little bit.
Not all. Basketball season's back, so I'm kind of been watching a little bit of basketball.
Yeah, well...
Although college football still holds it true on Saturdays, but every other day of the week is kind of like a basketball kind of thing.
Our game of the week for this week is Clemson versus number 12 Florida State, but a close second to that is Nebraska and Wisconsin, number 7.
I don't know how Florida State's still a relevant team.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know why they're still relevant to anything major.
Well,
I mean, they got one destroyed by Louisville, and then they lost to North Carolina. It's like, how are they still like being mentioned for anything big?
Well, for some reason they are ranked number 12, so I got to give them credit where credit is due to stay up there. I mean, we'll see what happens though. And Washington takes on Utah. That's another big game this next week coming up. So should have a slate full of goodies for y'all today. And also, happy early Halloween to everybody out there that's listening here on the Fishbowl Radio. We appreciate all y'all tuning in and give us something interesting to talk about. So, Mike, what game are you looking forward to this week?
Michigan and Michigan State, actually.
That should be a good game. Well, Michigan State is not having that great of a year anyway.
No, but they're showing up not having a good year either.
Wait, what?
I said they're not having a good year, which is a good trap game because it's a rival game against Michigan.
And you can never predict rivalry games.
Penn State got me mad the last week. I like Penn State, but man, I want to see Ohio State and Michigan be undefeated going against each other.
I seen a video that was hilarious. That you remember how they did the Miami? There's like no way Miami's gonna get this punt blocked or anything like that. Like that fake.
Yeah.
They did one for Ohio State and Penn State. I love that fake sports commentary because Ohio State's the greatest school in the history of college football, right? Talking about how great they were, like, oh my gosh. That's great. Applaud to them. Applaud. If you haven't watched it, then I highly recommend y'all watch it because it was pretty funny.
I highly suggest you watch The Walking Dead because Glenn dies. Right, now let's go to the next.
Oh, wait, that's too soon, bro. That's way too soon.
I know, but I felt like being like
dude.
that today.
You probably just lost everybody on here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, dude. I know it was bad. Trust me, people, the only reason I'm able to joke about it is because I'm now over the grieving stage. It took me a while to cope with it, people. Trust me.
Yeah.
I had to sit down and think about life for a moment, wonder, like, what am I doing with myself?
I wonder every day what you're doing with yourself.
Like, I was just wondering, like, man, is it all, like, just in the great scheme of things, just, like, it was rough.
Well, judging my Facebook's reaction, it really was rough. I don't really watch The Walking Dead. I will say down there here, I'm not big on I've seen too many zombie shows, guys. Like, I mean, it's.
But here's the thing, though, man. Without the first couple of seasons is all about zombies, but man, it's really just a drama that has zombies involved in it.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe one day I'll try to watch it again. I did try to watch it. Okay, I honestly gave it an attempt.
It starts off very slow and hard to stomach, but man, once you get past it, it's like, man, give me more. It's like a crack addict. Ooh, y'all got some more of that crack?
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's pick this first game before we start.
Yeah, golly, stop distracting us.
It's been 7 minutes into the show and we haven't even made a pick yet.
Golly, dude, you're so terrible.
Number 24, Penn State versus Purdue.
Give me Penn State, man. They finally made it back to the rankings. They had a ban on them. Now they kind of lifted that thing. Penn State's been doing pretty good this year. I got them beating Purdue.
You know, I hope Penn State wins this game. I think they'll win this game. They're favored to win by 14 points. I think they might cover that here.
Purdue's a good little trap game, though.
Yeah.
They gave a good run with Nebraska, I think, last week. And
yeah. You never know which one's going to show up, honestly. But Saquon Barkley's been pretty good for Penn State this year. 129 carries, 681 yards, and 8 touchdowns for him this year. I think he can run the ball really well against this Purdue defense. And I think they'll pick up the win. In West, how would you say Lafayette? Yeah.
Can't stop laughing.
Where's the knee slap, man? I need a knee slap.
I can't. I'm driving right now.
Oh, okay.
I can knee slap my wheel into the ditch, but I mean
that's not considered to be a wise choice.
Yeah, I know.
All right, number 22, Navy versus South Florida.
Ooh, good game, but I got Navy winning it.
Not so fast, my friend. South Florida is going to win over Navy. Quentin Flowers has been having a great year. Very good dual threat quarterback for South Florida. 15 touchdowns passing this year, and 8 of them have 8 rushing. So he's been pretty good for him this year. Give me South Florida, which they already got a bowl. They're already bowl eligible, so let's go. Let's go Bulls.
I said it's going to be a great game because Navy and both good teams, but I think Navy's going to pull it off, dude. They surprised me how good they are.
They're not going to do it. No. If you don't know where he got that from, the Family Guy reference.
Guys, I tried to make a Billy Madison reference at school and at work, and nobody got it. I'm like, oh.
Well, what you said?
Somebody more was like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like, oh, it's alright, it's cool. Everybody pees their pants. And you're not cool if you don't pee your pants. And nobody's like, oh, they laughed. I'm like, yo, no, I got it from there. Like, nope. I'm like, oh.
Oh, they laughed just to agree with you there. Oh, that's terrible. Well, anyway, number 18, Tennessee versus South Carolina.
Give me Tennessee to win this one. South Carolina, man, I don't even know if they. If you don't watch much football, man, you forget that they're in the SEC. So
yeah, like I hadn't heard much.
I think they lost Kentucky last week.
They're 1-4 in the SEC. That kind of determines how well they're doing in the SEC this year. But I got Tennessee winning this game. Joshua Dobbs is going to come in this game and do really well, I think. Jalen Hurd for Tennessee been having a kind of slow start to the year. Well, I mean, we're halfway through the year, actually. But
I'm about to say, slow start to the year, buddy. The year's almost over with.
Yeah. You think about that, and you're like, wow, it really flew by so far. So,
yeah, really.
Yeah, really. But, yeah, I got Tennessee winning this game. All right. Number 16, Oklahoma versus the Kansas Jayhawks.
What a joke.
Mike.
Kansas. Whew. That's funny. Give me Oklahoma to win this one.
I predict that Kansas will be the first one on the bus getting ready to leave by the end of the first quarter because Oklahoma is going to blow the doors off of Kansas in this game.
I'm not going to say blow the doors off. I'm still thinking there's somewhat of upset in there.
No,
dude.
Vegas' betting line for this game is I think you'd be kind of dumb to bet against this. I think Kansas is going to score on Oklahoma. They got the betting line at 40 points.
Yeah, well, I mean that's reasonable, but it's not to think that they might not go in there and be like, "Hey, we got Kansas," and then go in there and, "Hey, beat Kansas got us."
Well, I mean, that's why we play the game.
Kansas almost beat Baylor, man.
Yeah.
They were playing it good against Baylor, and then like the fourth quarter they gave up. But I mean,
they
Kansas, man, Big Ten, oh man, ooh.
Big 12.
I mean, Big 12.
Yeah. Yep. Number 15, Auburn versus Ole Miss.
Give me Auburn to win this one. Ole Miss is a good team this year, but after what I saw last week against LSU, I'm gonna have to go with Auburn win this one.
I'm gonna go with Auburn winning this one too. It's gonna be really close. I think field goal. I would not.
No, you can't agree with me. You cannot agree with me.
Oh, well, you want to go with Ole Miss? But I'm picking Auburn. I think they will win this game here, even though it's a road game. I think Chad Kelly will put up a good performance against Auburn's defense, but I think Auburn will have it at the end of the day. I don't think they're going to be able to slow down Auburn's offense. I was trying to find my word there, and I was like, this is not right. Number 14, Florida versus Georgia.
This is always a pretty good game.
They tried changing the name of this rivalry game, which I thought was stupid. I forget what they were trying to change it to.
But I got you know what? Give me Georgia to win this one.
Wow. You never know.
Give me Georgia to win this one.
Well, I mean, Nate Chubb's been having a good year, and Jacob Eason. I mean, Eason's kind of Isaiah McKenzie from Georgia's been a pretty good receiver for him this year. Been his main target, actually. But I disagree with you there. I'm going with the Florida Gators.
How dare you disagree with me, dude?
Yeah, go ahead. Gator chomp you all day long.
Oh, no, trust me. Florida's definitely the better team, but I think it's going to be an upset.
You can't, both these teams here are a rivalry game, so you can't predict rivalry games like we say, Mike, so we kind of try to hold off on that as much as we can. And one of my teams that surprised the heck out of me this year, not the team I'm going to mention first, but number 13, Boise State, undefeated, goes to Wyoming. Mike?
This didn't surprise me. I've been supporting the Cowboys for a while just because they're the Cowboys. I always liked them. So, I got the Cowboys win this one, actually. I mean, I think Boise State has a chance. I think Boise State probably will, but I'm just not too confident in that one.
Okay. I think Boise State is going to win this game. Brett Ripon. We've seen him in person. He's a good quarterback for him this year. And,
Boise State's a really good team, but I'm going with just pure momentum of how good Wyoming's been having of a season. I think that's what's going to carry them over.
I think Boise State will get the win and continue their undefeated season. I hope Boise State actually makes some big noise here toward the end. I'm kind of pulling for them actually in the rankings. They're kind of being an underdog. Even though they've had
underdogs, the team they're facing this week. So
yeah.
Actually, my real underdog is probably going to be later on in the show. I don't remember if they have a bye week or not, but they'll be a little bit later on in the show.
A lot of teams have bye weeks this week.
Yeah, I don't know if mine does or not, and I'll see once I get there.
Number 10, West Virginia versus Oklahoma State.
Okay, so that's my question right there. So West Virginia is my surprise team, and they played a real good game against TCU last week. I got them winning this one.
I agree with you there. It's going to be a really close game in Stillwater. Of all places, Mason Rudolph is going to play a great game for Oklahoma State, but he's just not going to have enough. Give me West Virginia. They're going to pick up the win.
And I said that's my surprise team. So
yeah. They've had a very good year so far. And one team I picked last week to upset Alabama but did not come through. Number 9, Texas A&M versus New Mexico State.
I'm glad I didn't pick because I would have maybe considered it, but I probably would have went the right way and just said Bama. I got Texas A&M win this one.
Yeah, New Mexico State, I've seen them, and in my opinion, UL Lafayette should have beaten New Mexico State. Both these teams did not want to win that game at all. But
nope.
Give me Texas A&M without a shadow of a doubt. I got them winning this game.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Now I hope New Mexico wins.
I don't think they will. If they do, then all the props to them, man. I give them props. You heard it here first. I give them. Number 8, Baylor versus Texas.
Baylor, Texas. I don't know what to say more about them. Disappointed them.
Texas is that rocket. They peaked way too early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was like looking real, real good. Now it's like, at first it was like, man, Torrey Strong got his job back now. He's going to be for another year. Now it's, hey, Torrey Strong might not make it through the end of the year.
Give me Baylor. Give me Baylor. Baylor's going to win this game. They got it at 3.5, but I think it's going to be more than that. I think a touchdown, maybe 10 points. Give me Baylor. Yeah, I'm not too big on Texas.
No.
Kind of worrying some about Texas, actually.
Yeah, me too, because I was all happy to see them possibly. Because I like seeing these old programs come back to being big-time, good schools and all that.
Yeah, I like Michigan. Northwestern versus number 6, Ohio State.
Get ready for this one. Upset. Northwestern both upset.
Okay. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. They're playing against the Ohio State University.
That just lost.
Yeah, coming off a win. They are angry. They want revenge on whoever is next in line. Poor Northwestern is the next team in line. JT Barrett is going to have a great game, and his Ohio State team is going to win. Give me the Buckeyes. Number 5, Louisville versus Virginia.
Give me Louisville to win this one.
I think Louisville.
I don't have much faith in Virginia this year, so give me Louisville.
Lamar Jackson. That's the only words I need to say. And Louisville, they're going to win this game.
Yeah.
That summed it up. That summed it up right there.
You want to know something that I find real funny that I jumped on even a little too early?
What?
Where's Houston at in this countdown?
I think they're on a bye week.
No, they're not ranked no more.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
They lost to SMU. God, Houston fell apart.
Yeah. They choked.
Did they ever? I jumped on them too because I was like, you know what? They beat Oklahoma. They'll have a pretty good year this year.
Yeah. Yeah, dang.
Change that one around.
Plot twist.
No,
No.
no longer in the top 25.
Oh my gosh. So that gives me hope. That gives me hope for our team. It feels like someone could fall apart there. We might be able to rebuild, buddy.
Yeah.
Number 2, Michigan versus Michigan State.
Ooh, I said it's a good game, a good trap game for Michigan. Why Michigan win this one? But no, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this one.
I think Michigan's going to win this game. Jim Harbaugh is going to get his boys ready to play against Michigan State. Michigan State hasn't won a Big Ten game yet this year. This could be their first one because it's a rivalry game. You can't predict these things, but give me Michigan. And number one, Alabama's on a bye week because the next game they got up next is LSU.
A mediocre game. I mean, it's not big next week.
Yeah. It doesn't have
I
the
don't think
same.
nobody worries about it.
That's probably Alabama's biggest threat, I think, on the rest of the schedule.
Yes and no.
It depends.
I think their biggest threat is in the form of the Iron Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Completely forgot about it.
I do
Which
think
is
LSU is the better team. Don't get me wrong. I think they're better than Auburn. But I think their biggest threat is not there because LSU has led to play a real good defensive team. They played Ole Miss, but Ole Miss isn't on a good Missouri. What a joke they are. They played who else? No, Southern Miss. I mean, they're decent, but they're not nowhere as a team that should be competing in SEC. Yeah. So, yes, they're good.
Okay, look, since we're on the topic of LSU and Bama, like a week ahead of time, if LSU wins, does Ed Orgeron get the head coaching job at LSU?
He should, but probably won't. He should.
I think the fans like him a lot, so I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, the fans do pay for a lot of that, but the fans don't really have much say so in that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens about that. All right, moving on to our big games of the week. Number 4, Washington versus number 17, Utah.
Give me Washington to win this one.
I think Jake Browning and Washington, they're going to have a really good game against Utah. Utah, to me, I want Washington. Washington really doesn't have that much success, you know?
They usually don't have that much success, but this year they are.
They are 7-0 for the first time since 1992. Mm-hmm. That's impressive for them. So I hope the Huskies can handle all the press and all the pressure they got going for them. But I think with Jake Browning at the helm, I think they'll do really well in this game. Give me Washington. So yeah, do you think Washington deserves to be in the college football playoff?
If they stay undefeated, yeah. I don't see how you can deny them.
Another undefeated team, number 7, Nebraska versus number 11, Wisconsin.
That's a good game, but defeated no more. I say I got Wisconsin winning this one.
I agree with you there, my friend. Wisconsin's going to upset Nebraska. Tommy Armstrong's going to come in this game. I think he's going to be good for Nebraska, but I don't think he's going to get the job done. Corey Clement for Wisconsin should be able to carry the running game against the Nebraska defense. I like Nebraska this year because they've been honoring their football teammate they got killed earlier this year, and you wish them all the best, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I think Wisconsin will win this game, though. All right, the game of the week: number 3 Clemson versus number 12 Florida State.
I mean, I got Clemson win this one, like I was saying earlier. I mean, Florida State may win it, but I don't see why that's still even relevant.
Well, they only have 2 losses this year.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the 2 losses and it's like, well, what the?
Well, if they lose here,
one loss was a complete blowout, and the other loss was against a team like North Carolina that's decent, but not nearly that good. I mean, they're good, but they're not. I mean, they shouldn't have lost that game.
If Florida State loses this game, they should be dropped out of the top 25.
No, yeah, well, they should have been dropped out of the top 25 a little while back, but I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, if they don't win this one.
This would definitely be the one that you would have to drop them out after it. I got Clemson winning this game here over Florida State. I hope it all works out well for Florida State in this game, but I got Clemson winning this. Deshaun Watson's going to take over. Give me Clemson. All right, Mike, I know we like to pick UL after all this, but since UL's on a bye week this week, we can't do that. So I thought this would be kind of cool. This is not football related at all.
Nope.
But since we're in the middle of October, I thought it'd be a perfectly good opportunity to bring the Cleveland Indians versus the Chicago Cubs in this discussion. Who you got winning the World Series, buddy?
That's a good question. It's a really good question because I'm an evil person.
You're an evil person.
I'm an evil person.
Oh,
and why you may say that? Because I want to see Cubs fans have to suffer another year of
oh
winning
my
another
God!
title. So give me Cleveland, man. I'm going for Cleveland. I am a terrible person for saying so, but I am all for it.
You know,
Dude, you just don't know how much it's just aching at me. Like, man, I just wanted that. Ooh, just another year, man.
this another
Like,
year.
they have the super team and everything. The team to win it all. They got the best team all around. But man, to see them lose when they have it all and they're so close and could taste it.
Savage.
That's savage. Straight. I won't deny it. It's straight up savage, and I hope it happens.
You know, I'm neither a fan of one of these teams. I'm a bandwagon fan. I will admit that to these teams here. I haven't like gone full bandwagon, but like only pay attention to MLB during like the. You should pay more attention to NASCAR more than MLB. But if I do choose for pull for teams in MLB, it's like the Astros because they're always bad. The Braves. The Astros and the Braves are really my two, and the Red Sox. And the ice cream man's passing by, y'all. That's right. It's in the middle of we're in end of October. We got the ice cream man passing here in Louisiana. Well, anyway, I'm pulling for the Cubs because they haven't won. They haven't won a World Series since 1908, and they have a Cubs fan who's 80-something years old. I've seen this on Facebook, and he was there for the last time they went to the World Series.
Well, he'll see it happen at the World Series, but he won't have a win.
I hope they win. Just for that guy's sake. I hope they win. Because
I feel bad for those people, but I more or less want to see them lose.
I think it might be a dream year for them. Go Cubs. And also, since we don't normally talk about this team here on here because of our schedule, our schedule's kind of hectic. The Seattle Seahawks take on the New Orleans Saints here. Who you got in that game, Mike?
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Yeah, pretty easily.
Yeah.
Almost faked last week.
I hope the Saints win this game.
Me too. So much.
So, yeah, but it's not going to happen. NBA season just kicked off. So, about the Pelicans and Golden State here now about to play. Who you got, Pelicans or Golden State?
Golden State.
Golden State? Come on. I've seen this stat. Anthony Davis scored 50 points. Am I correct? And they still lost.
Yeah, no, that's why I got Golden State.
Yeah.
That was a big disappointment.
Really big.
Hello. Yeah, that was a huge disappointment.
Well, I think that'll be all for the show today. What you think?
Yeah.
All right, that'll be all for the Fishbowl Radio here today. We covered a lot of different sports here today. And a good bit of conversation about other things here. I think we had a pretty decent episode, to say the least. So, thank y'all for tuning in. Like our page on Facebook. We really appreciate it. We post updates there every now and then. Like once a week, we like to update. Got our new design on our website, in case you haven't seen there yet. thefishbowlradio.weebly.com. Got a fresh face, fresh face paint. I guess you can call it like that, something like that. But hope y'all have a great and wonderful happy Halloween, early happy Halloween. And note to everybody dressing like a clown: do not do it. This is for your own safety. Do not do it. I don't want to see anybody get killed over dressing up like a clown. So.
Yeah, no.
That's not. I just wouldn't mess with a clown this year.
No, that's the wrong way to go. If you're wanting to dress up for Halloween.
I've seen this was kind of funny though for Halloween costumes. Donald Trump's Halloween costume is selling more than Hillary Clinton's Halloween costume.
Yeah, I saw that too. I just don't know if that's the right thing to do either. I don't think being a political officer is the best thing because you could offend somebody a lot, and that's because they got people who are being offended now easily. I saw a thing on the news where a woman got offended because a child's toy set that came with a mom and a minivan had also a coffee with it, so it's like playing to the stereotype that all soccer moms do, whatever. Just go get ice cream. I'm like, people, are y'all serious? I'm like, do not take that to heart. That is not what that means.
That's just like it's a child's toy. That's it.
Like, people really hurt my brain, so I don't like to watch the news or talk about things like that because it just hurts my head too much to think about it that much.
Yeah. I've honestly wanted to do this a lot. I would like us to spoof. Like, when we made the Tales from the Fishbowl, we haven't really done a show on it in like maybe a year and a half, maybe. Just don't have the time to do it. But I think it'd be so funny if we made fun of society. Like, made an episode we just parody. Do like a parody, you know? Of society. Which I think would be kind of funny, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. Do kind of like a South Park thing, you know? But not maybe that's hardcore South Park sometimes. Because South Park takes things way out of, like, craziness sometimes. So, I'll talk to all y'all later. You have a great and wonderful weekend, Halloween weekend. And do not set your Christmas trees up before Thanksgiving gets there. You drown a baby reindeer. Thank you. Have a great, wonderful day.